Welcome to Albion 1O1, where we teach you the basic knowledge that you have to know as a new player. For today's topic, we will be discussing faction warfare. Let's begin with a question. What is faction warfare? Faction warfare is a feature that was introduced with the Merlin patch. The different factions of Albion are now at war with each other. The different factions are named after the 5 cities of the Royal Continent: Thetford, Fort Sterling, Lyndhurst, Martlock, Bridgewatch, and Caerleon. These are what you have to remember when joining a faction. You can join a faction in any of the royal cities. You can only enlist for the faction that is based in that city, and you will have to travel to that particular city each time you want to reflag with that faction. Flagged players can be attacked anywhere on the Royal Continent, even blue and yellow zones, by players flagged to enemy factions. Certain zones will automatically unflag the player upon entering, including Avalon Roads, Hellgates, Arena, GVGs, and Expeditions. Certain zones are not enterable while faction flagged: other faction cities and starter towns, and the Outlands. Sometimes, flagged players have to unflag to be safe in blue and yellow zones. How to unflag from faction? You can unflag from a faction the same way you can for PvP mode. Just click the shield icon next to your avatar on the top left of the screen. Now, let's talk about faction points and standing. Flagged players receive faction points and faction standing for collecting fame via PvE, gathering, fishing, and outpost capturing. The amount of faction points earned depends on the amount of fame the player receives. However, the cluster bonus does not apply. The player's rank with the faction they currently represent will give a bonus to the faction points they receive and in turn the amount of standing they receive. Faction NPC. Each faction has an NPC in its city who will allow you to flag for that city's faction, allow flagged players to start trade missions for their faction, offer rewards in exchange for faction points. And that is it for today's topic. We will be covering more information about faction warfare in our next video. Thank you for listening until the end and stay tuned for the next one.